Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be trying some new makeup. I've gotten some new things from Sephora and a few other random makeup purchases that I've gotten in the last few weeks for my birthday, so I figured we would try them all in a video. And that's what we're going to be doing today. If you are new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you will stick around and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get started with the video. So I actually got a few priming products. Believe it or not, I'm not a huge primer person typically, but for some reason lately I've been very curious about primers, so I got two different things to try. The first one is the Milk Grip Set and Refresh Spray, the Hydro Grip Spray. So this is just the mini size, and I think you can use this as primer and a setting spray. So I think I'm going to use this first, and then I have like a normal primer that we're going to use on top, but I kind of wanted to try using this as a priming step and a setting step because I think a lot of people use it that way. So I just got a little baby one. The mister is very fine, like very, very fine. I really like that. I've seen this spray popping up really everywhere. I've seen it on my Instagram. I've seen a bunch of makeup artists that I follow using this spray, and I was curious, so I got that. So I'm going to give it a second to kind of set down, and then we'll go in with the other primer. All right, the second primer is this one from Makeup Forever, and it's the Redness Correct Primer, Step 1. So I haven't used a ton of green primers. I've tried them years ago in the past. I know I haven't tried this one though, and I've never found one that I really liked that much, but I don't know. I was in Sephora and this just spoke to me all of a sudden. I don't know why. I've just kind of been in a priming phase lately. I don't know. So I figured we could try it today. It's supposed to help with redness, which I always have on my cheeks. So I figured we could try it. I'm going to use a brush to apply it. I'm going to use this like painting brush, because another thing with primers that are supposed to help with redness is typically if you struggle with redness on your face, you probably have a more sensitive skin type, and the worst thing you can do is like rub your face with your hands, because typically that just makes it more red. So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe try this with a brush and just see how it works, because I would love to find a primer, really anything, any type of priming product that I really, really love other than my Hollywood Flawless Filter, obviously I love, and the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but those are more of like a trying to give your skin a glow kind of product, not really a priming product. Oh, I feel like this is actually kind of neutralizing the redness though. Do you see that? Yeah, I don't know why I haven't thought of this before, to use a brush instead of rubbing primer in, because I feel like that just kind of defeats the purpose, because you're just kind of I'm just irritating my skin all over again. I'm not going to bring it on my forehead or anywhere else, mainly just here and then like on the sides of my nose. I feel like it kind of helped. I mean, obviously it doesn't take it away totally, but it just kind of tones it down a little bit. So I'm going to give this a few minutes to set. I don't want to go in too soon with other products. Hopefully it doesn't pill. So I'm going to let it sit for a minute and then we'll move on. All right, it's been a few minutes and that primer actually feels and looks really good, and it's not pilling. That's what always makes me nervous with primers, is sometimes they don't mesh well with my skincare that I have underneath, but so far nothing weird is happening. Next, I forgot, I do have a new brow product. I got this at Sephora, or not Sephora, I got it at Ulta, and it's the Morphe Supreme Brow Sculpting and Shaping Wax. And honestly have not heard anything about this. I just saw it and I was curious. So this is what it looks like. It looks just like the e.l.f. brow lift, like identical. Even the packaging looks like identical. So let's try this. I think I have my e.l.f. one. So let me just show you these side by side. I guess the e.l.f. one is a little bit larger. The packaging looks exactly the same. So I'm just putting it on the back of this, or on the lid, and then just kind of getting it all worked in there. I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about this, but I think it's a pretty new launch for Morphe, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that worked really quickly. It feels very similar to the e.l.f. one, just like when you're applying it, but we'll see how good the hold is, because that's kind of the thing with these types of products, is some of them definitely hold the brow shape better than others. So we'll see how this one does, but it feels like it has a pretty strong, like tacky feeling to it. I know they look crazy right now, but I'm gonna let these sit while we do our face makeup, and then I'll fill them in a little bit later. Okay, let's move on to Corrector. So I have used this product before. I made a whole Instagram video on it, but I haven't used it on YouTube yet, and it's by Trish McEvoy, and it's the Instant Eye Lift in the shade number 1. I bought this recently for my birthday. I was in a Blue Mercury store and I saw this product and I was curious. I've heard people talk about this for a long time and I was just kind of curious about it. So this is shade 1. I think it comes in 3 shades, 1, 2, and 3. And this one, I was a little nervous because it is a little bit lighter of a corrector than what I sometimes go for. But when I used it on Instagram, it worked really well. I was kind of shocked by how well it looked and how much of a difference it made under my eyes. So I'm gonna do the same thing today. Okay, I'm gonna use this little brush from Smashbox and just kind of tap this in. I should have done like one eye at a time so you could see. It's really, really thin. It kind of reminds me of the Color Science, what is that thing called? The 5-in-1 or the 3-in-1 Total Eye. Do you know what I'm talking about? That one has SPF in it, but it's kind of like an eye cream and a corrector all in one. That's what this one reminds me of. You see how much brightness that just added under my eyes? I mean, it's definitely a different look than like my typical correctors that are typically a little bit darker, a little bit more peachy, but this one works really well. And one of my favorite things to use this for is if I'm just doing really quick makeup and I just want to put on a few things, I would just put this under my eyes and not even do concealer on top, because it kind of brightens enough and gets rid of that purpley tone under my eyes. But I've really been liking it. Okay, I did have a new skin tint to try. It's the one from Beauty Blender, but I think the color I got is too dark for me right now, so I'm not going to use it today. I'll use that in an upcoming video, but so you know what that means. I'm gonna use my other newest complexion product, which is the Patrick Ta Major Skin. I'm sorry, I know I've talked about this 10,000 times at this point. I will just apply this and kind of speed through it because you've seen me apply it, but I'm still loving it, you guys. Still loving it. Okay, so I do have a newer concealer that I've gotten. I can't decide if I want to use this or if I want to use Charlotte Tilbury. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer in the shade 28 W. So I showed this in my last haul video that maybe you would have seen. And the reason I got this was because of Shelby Wilson here on YouTube. She is always raving about this concealer, and I've actually tried this before. I know I didn't like the color that I had, but I don't remember a whole lot more about it. So maybe we will try this today. I think this is supposed to be like pretty light coverage. It's very yellowy. I feel like, oops. See, I don't like applicators like this because it's hard to get the right amount of product. See, like now that's probably way too much. We'll just go with it and see, but that's why I don't like pens like this. I feel like they're just really hard to control. So I'm gonna use my Sigma F03 brush. Definitely blend it out really easily. Ooh. I definitely got too much, I think, on this side. And I definitely think this color is too yellow, but I'm gonna use a sponge over here, try to pick up some of that excess. Ooh, I do like how easy that blended though. I can't remember what shade I had of this in the past, but I remember I didn't love it. The color, yeah, it's definitely a little yellow, but this looks much better than I remember it looking, and it actually gives decent coverage. I mean, it's not a ton, but I would say it's like a light medium, but I do have that corrector underneath, and it is laying really nicely under my eyes. Yeah, I like this more than I remember liking it. You guys, I'm just gonna be really honest. Today I am struggling. I am so hot. Usually it doesn't bother me to sit in here and with all the lights and everything, but it's around that time of the month, if you know what I mean, and I just cannot cool down. Like, I'm just hot. That's why I have this fan here. My mom got me this because she has one that she uses all the time, and this thing comes in handy if you tend to get hot, because I keep having to pause the video and run this across my face. Next, before well, yeah, we're gonna do this next. So this is so random. I don't even know what possessed me to try this, but I walked by it, I swatched it, I really liked the color, and it came home with me. So this is the Fenty Matchstick. So this is not new. I think this is a newer color. This is the shade Amber Suede. And I've always heard about these, but I've never tried them before. But I swatched this color and I just really loved the tone of it. It's cool, but it's not like gray cool. I think online they describe this color as like a neutral cool. I know you're supposed to like draw this on, but I don't really love to do that. I'm overthinking it, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna try drawing it on this cheek. I don't want to do too much, so I'm gonna do one cheek at a time, and I'm gonna use this. What is this? The A58 from the Morphe Ariel collection. Blended like really, really quickly. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I kind of like this, I think. I never really contour my face. I don't know, I've never really found a product that I like to do that, and just on an everyday basis I wouldn't. But I don't know, I was just kind of curious about this. I like this because you can see the definition, but it's not like super stark. Kind of cool. Okay, maybe I'll do it with a brush on this side. I feel like you definitely get less intensity when you do it this way with a brush, which I actually really like. and it's less disturbing to your makeup underneath. I kind of like this color though, but I'm gonna add just a little bit to the sides or my temples. It blends out really, really easily, which I like, especially for like a contouring product. I feel like that would be really scary if you had one that didn't blend well. It would be kind of hard to use. This one's blending really easy. All right, I think I kind of like this. I need to play around with it some more and kind of practice applying it, but I feel like this color works pretty good for me. You know it would not be a Blair video without a new blush, and this is a bougie one, okay? I'm not telling you you need to go buy this because it's pricey. My excuse is it was my 30th birthday, so not that I need an excuse, but there you go. So I got one of the new Gucci Cheeks and Eye Powder Luminous blushes. So, I mean, look at this packaging. I know packaging is just packaging, but I mean, come on, how cute is that? I have already used this. I used this because I wanted to film something for Instagram with it, and I liked it, but I wasn't like blown away by it. So this is the shade number 3, Radiant Pink. So there is Radiant Pink. It's just a really pretty warm, poppier pink. So we'll put it to the test again today. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was beautiful. I wasn't like blown away by it. You know what I mean? There it is. And I do agree with how they describe this as a luminous matte blush. That's exactly how I would describe it. It is matte, but it does have, it gives your skin a little bit of a glowy look to it, but without having shimmer or glitter in it. And it's also pretty buildable. Like, I'm using this pretty fluffy blush brush to apply it. I mean, the color is pretty though. Do you see that? Very pricey though. I think these retail for $49, which is a lot for blush. But like I said, my excuse was it was my 30th birthday. Maybe this helps you. Hopefully this doesn't make you want it if you've been trying to maybe talk yourself out of it. But I really do like the finish of them. It's very unique compared to anything else I have in my collection. I don't really have anything that I would describe as a luminous matte finish other than this. Pretty, but you know, definitely it should be for this price, you know. All right, you guys, of everything in this video, this next product I think is what I'm most excited to try, because all of my favorite makeup artists rave about this product, and it's been on my wish list for a long time. I finally got it, you know, for the 30th birthday. So it is the Givenchy Prism Libre powder. I'm probably saying that wrong, but this is, I feel like a lot of people talk about this, but this is a blurring powder, particularly for like the under eyes and the T-zone area. That's what I'm going to use it for. And this one is the shade number 3. The packaging is really, really beautiful. So this is the color 3, and it is more of a pink toned powder. Oh, it's cute. It comes with a little powder puff. So you've probably seen it, but this is what it looks like. It has like 4 different powders that are supposed to be good for hiding discoloration under the eyes, which I definitely have. So we are gonna try it. So I have this is the new e.l.f. Halo Glow Puff. These little things are hard to get your hands on. I had to go to multiple Targets to find one of these. So we'll use that on one side and the brush on the other side. So I honestly have no idea how much to use. This is the Real Techniques setting brush, so I just got a little bit in here. Oh, it's very, very powdery. I'm nervous. I don't know why. definitely did blur under that eye. Did you see it, or is it just me? I feel like it's just smoothed over the area, like even right here where I kind of brought it down a little bit. Yeah, you guys, it doesn't even look like powder under my eyes. It's gonna be hard to tell on camera, I'm sure. Wow, that really did just smooth everything out. Okay, let's try the other side with the puff. Again, I have no idea how much to apply. I'm gonna kind of tap it off on my hand. So that's the side with the puff. This is the side with the brush. I mean, I think that definitely did the same thing. Wow, I mean, up close it looks like very, very smooth, like no texture at all, just like smooth and blurred under there. I do think I'll be curious to try this with a concealer that's not so yellow under my eyes, but pretty excited about this. I'm gonna go, oh, did you see that? I just kind of took what was left and brought it down right there. And I feel like it just smoothed everything out. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, yeah, it just smoothed the sides of my nose. I hope you could see that. I'm gonna take just a little bit more. I'm gonna use that same brush. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit on my chin and just kind of bring the rest in the center of my forehead. You guys, that powder looks so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but in person, I mean, it looks so smooth. It's insane. So I think I gotta keep using it, obviously, but I think the hype may be real on this. I hate to say it because it's real expensive, but that was really, really exciting. I am gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. I don't have a new brow pencil or anything. And then we will move on to the eyes. Okay, I filled in my brows and I applied a little bit of my MAC paint pot, and we're gonna do something really simple on the eyes today. I don't have a new palette or anything. I did get this from Ilia. This is one of their liquid powder matte eye tints in the shade Adobe. And they had these in the shimmery version and they came out with the matte ones recently. This one is, of course, a neutral, but it's just a really pretty warm brown. And I feel like this will just be a really good, like, all over eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna kind of brush it on and just kind of lightly blend it out. And okay, that blended really easy. It kind of reminds me of the Rim Beauty one that I'm always talking about in the shade Later, but that one is a little more cool toned. This one is a little bit warmer. Oh yeah, it's gonna be really good just for like one eyeshadow looks. Okay, yeah, do you see how subtle that is? But it is so pretty. I'm gonna use that all the time, I can already tell. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Dior Backstage powder. I actually used this as bronzer a little earlier. I don't think I filmed it, but I did apply a little bit of this on my face. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to kind of set that down. I know this is boring and simple. I know somebody's gonna say that, and that's fine, but this is just what I love to wear on an everyday basis. So I feel like this color I'm gonna use a ton. For an eyeliner, I have new eyeliners. I'm just not sure which one I want to use. I got this one from One Size. This is a liquid liner. I know, a liquid brown liner, because I am determined to master the liquid brown liner. And I don't have one, so I got that. But then I also got a bunch of liners from Persona. They sent me their liners in 4 different colors: black, brown, bronze, and plum. So I don't know if I should go for this or if I should play it a little more safe and go for the liquid. I don't know if I'm feeling confident enough for the liquid, to be honest. I think maybe we'll save that for another video, and we will use this one, just the chocolate brown. I swatched all the colors on my Instagram stories. I'm gonna use this and kind of wing it out with my favorite little brush, the BK Beauty 208. So I'm going to put a little bit of liner on the outer corner of my eye and just kind of try winging it out slightly. And then I'm gonna go back and kind of perfect it with my brush. So I'm gonna use this little BK Beauty brush and kind of smudge it and make a tiny little baby wing. Ooh, these smudge really well, which is nice. If you're gonna do this, it needs to be a pencil that can actually move around. Ooh, yeah, that looks really good. I love that. Okay, now the trick will be if I can match it on this eye. Ooh, that liner I really like. Very easy to work with. I like this a lot. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of it in my waterline also. Okay, I do want to try a new mascara today. This is the Lottie London Super Fake False Lash Effect Mascara. I saw Kelly Gooch talking about how this was a really great mascara, and I don't hear anyone talk about this ever. I'm gonna curl my lashes just real quickly. Oh, yep, I can already tell. I think this is gonna be good, you guys. This wand almost reminds me of L'Oreal Telescopic, but the shape is just a little bit different, but kind of what it's reminding me of. Ooh, do you see that? Okay, that is some serious volume and length. I wonder if this comes in brown. I bet it probably does not. Okay, wow. Do you see how good that looks? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this eye and let's hope it does not smudge throughout the day. Very good. I mean, it looks really good. My only observation would be it does get a little bit clumpy. I feel like I need like a lash separator, which I don't have with me right here, but I feel like it does get like a little bit clumpy. Like this eye started to kind of clump a little bit, which I have that issue sometimes with L'Oreal Telescopic as well. But overall, it looks really good. I think this mascara is like $7 or $8. Last, for the lips, I have a new lip liner from Makeup by Mario. I have one of his lip liners already, but this is a new color. This is the color Tan. I think this was one of the colors he came out with in the second color launch. This was not one of the original colors, I'm pretty sure. And it was, you could only get them on his website, but then Sephora started getting them online. So I did order this from Sephora. But it looks like a really pretty, little bit of a deeper nude. I really like his lip liners. Ooh, yeah, I like this. Kind of reminds me of the NYX Global Citizen one that I love so much. Ooh, yeah, I really like this a lot. I think this is going to be a new favorite for me. It's a brown, but not too brown, not too dark for me, which I love. His formula is very, it's kind of like MAC, but a little bit creamier, but they still last really well. I really like it. And you do get the little brush on the side. Okay, and the last thing is a lipstick. This was not on my radar at all, and then I was in Sephora, I saw it, I swatched it, I loved it, I bought it. So it's a Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Lip Shine lipstick. I don't have any lipsticks from Pat McGrath, just lip liner and lip gloss. This one is in Nude Venus. Look how cute packaging is. Ooh, yeah. It's like my kind of color, of course. I feel like it's gonna be pretty with this lip liner. So that's it there. Oh yeah. This is the kind of formula I really like. It's more of like a moisturizing type of lipstick, not super opaque. Ooh, I love that color. I love that. Yeah, it's definitely like a moisturizing, kind of like a lip balm, like the, kind of like his Makeup by Mario's Moisture Glows, but not like plumping like those. Wow, that is so pretty. This is the kind of lipstick I feel like you don't really need a gloss with because it's pretty and shiny. And then lastly, I am going to spray my face again with the Milk Spray. I just love the mister on this. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed trying out some new makeup with me. Always so much fun. I just kind of wanted to go over the things that I tried with you. We found a lot of winners here, I feel like. So let me start from the beginning. So the primers, so far, I really want to see how my makeup wears, but finish-wise, the makeup I applied, the Patrick Ta laid really well over that Makeup Forever primer, and like right now, it looks so smooth and good. And I'm pretty impressed with the redness correction from the primer. So I don't know, I will have to keep using those and let you know, but I'm excited, I'm hopeful about those. The Trish McEvoy corrector, I already knew I liked this because I've tried it before. Definitely not like a full coverage makeup type of corrector, but very good for light makeup days, which I love. The Morphe brow stuff is good. My brows are holding up so far, so hopefully they'll continue to hold throughout the day. I'm gonna wear this makeup all day today. And I will, if I don't come, I won't be able to come back actually and update you here, but I will write everything in the description box, so make sure to check that. But you guys, this powder, my under eyes, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but they are so smooth. Holy moly. That may be like new holy grail status, that powder, but I know it's expensive, but that one blew me away instantly. The contour stick I like. I don't think it's going to be like an everyday thing for me, but I do kind of want to have something like this to kind of play around with. And I do like the color. Let's see what else. The Gucci blush. Okay, it looks really beautiful. I'm not going to lie. Do I think you need to spend $50 on a blush? No. There are beautiful blushes at all price points. I just treated myself for my birthday and I do like it. And this is the shade Radiant Pink. What else? Oh, okay. This color, if you like the kind of eyeshadow that I typically wear, which is very neutral, and you like something just easy for every day, like a one all over shadow, this color in Adobe, I can guarantee you I'm going to use this all the time. Oh, the eyeliner, that Persona liner, so nice, so easy to do my little baby wing with, easy to blend. I definitely will keep using that and let you know. And the lip combo is perfection. I love these two together. This Pat McGrath and this Makeup by Mario, so good. So good. So yeah, we found a lot of good things in this haul. I will list any updated thoughts in the comments or in the description, like I said, but thank you for watching. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you liked it. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. Everything will be listed and linked below as always, and I will see you next time for another video. Remember, simply be you. Bye.